This is more than just a story. For someone who has seen countless anime, it's a masterpiece. What truly sets Berserk apart for me is how the author, Kentaro Miura, refuses to give the protagonist any special treatment. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Think of a movie like Spider-Man. The hero's love interest is cornered by a gang, and just in the nick of time, he swings in to save her. In Berserk, the hero arrives only to find the girl's corpse. Miura treats the reader's intelligence with a stark realism, grounding you so firmly in its brutal world that you can accept the story's more fantastical, unrealistic elements. It feels, in a word, real. The manga opens on its very first page with the hero, Guts, in an intimate moment with a woman in the forest. Many readers find this an off-putting start, and not just for moral reasons, a point we'll revisit later. Miura himself admitted that if he could, he would change this beginning. We quickly discover the woman is an apostle, a demonic being that lures men with her beauty only to kill them in their moment of weakness. But Guts is no fool. He walked into this situation fully aware of what she was. With cold precision, he blows her head apart with a cannon hidden in his prosthetic arm. This explosive opening immediately hooks you, establishing a character who is far from ordinary. What do we learn from this? This is a one-armed man with a cannon for a hand, completely unfazed by monsters and supernatural threats. His reaction is chillingly detached, underscored by how swiftly he kills her and moves on. Soon after, the protagonist enters a nearby town. You immediately notice he's the only one dressed entirely in black. The scene shifts to a tavern, where we meet the story's second key character, Puck, a tiny, fairy-like creature known as an elf in the world of Berserk elves, are pixie-like beings with butterfly wings and human-like bodies, about the size of a small bird. We find Puck pinned to a wall, tormented by a group of thugs taking turns trying to kill him with knives. No one dares to intervene because the men are from the dreaded Coca Castle. Just then, Guts walks in. He calmly informs the tavern keeper that things are about to get messy, and without warning, begins firing crossbow bolts into the thugs. He tortures one of the survivors, ordering him to deliver a message to the lord of the castle, warning him of the Black Swordsman. A final thug attempts a surprise attack, and it is here we witness something crucial to the story. The Dragon Slayer, Guts' impossibly massive sword. A single swing doesn't just kill the man, it splits his body in two. As he leaves the tavern, Guts reminds the terrified messenger of his task. He doesn't even bother to free Puck, who manages to escape on his own. Catching up, Puck tells Guts that a good deed should be seen through to the end. He tries to warn him that the Lord of Coca Castle has a history of attacking the town. A pact was made where the mayor agreed to pay a tribute in exchange for peace. Now, after what Guts has done, not only the Lord's soldiers but also the town guard will be after him. Puck perches on Guts' shoulder, and Guts repays the gesture by swatting him away. "Don't touch me again," he growls, "or I'll crush you." True to Puck's warning, the guards arrive to arrest him. As Guts is taken away, Puck escapes. The torture begins, but Guts' tormentor grows more frustrated with every blow, as the swordsman makes no sound of pain. The mayor appears and stops the guard before he accidentally kills their prisoner. He's stunned by the arsenal Guts carries: knives, a crossbow, the colossal sword, and enough other weapons to start a war single-handedly. "You have no idea what you've done," the mayor tells Guts. "By killing those men, you've doomed this entire town." Guts scoffs, calling the town's guards nothing more than scarecrows. "You have no idea who you've provoked," the mayor insists. "Oh, I know him well," Guts retorts. "I know he's a cannibal, and I know you provide his meals." He reveals that he saw a cart filled with women and children on his way into town. The mayor desperately claims he is protecting his people, that it's his duty. "You mean you're protecting yourself," Guts corrects him. His words striking a nerve, a smirk plays on Guts' lips. He knows he's about to drag the entire town into his war. The mayor, defeated, orders the jailer to do as he pleases with Guts, but to keep him alive for delivery to Coca Castle. He then commands his own carriage be prepared, intending to ride to the castle and beg the Lord for mercy. The scene shifts to the castle, where the messenger is giving a detailed description of Guts, a strange man with a prosthetic iron arm and a sword so large it cleaved a man in two with one strike. The lord of the castle wonders to himself, could it be him? An attendant announces the pathetic mayor's arrival. The lord grants him an audience. The mayor pleads for forgiveness, insisting his townspeople had no part in the incident and that the perpetrator was a stranger. He offers to double the tribute of gold and prisoners. "You sound worried," the lord says, casually tossing the mayor an ear from the meal he's eating. "You know you're going to lose your life, don't you?" He continues, "Prisoners? Gold? I have no interest in such things. My only desire is to see humans in their most hellish moments, to watch them try to flee. I cherish the sound of bones crunching under my horse's hooves. I don't need an excuse. These are simply the things I love to do." The guards seize the mayor, and it becomes clear that the lord has a special interest in Guts. Back in the dungeon, after extensive torture, a horrifying creature materializes in Guts' cell. The two lock eyes. "You again?" Guts snarls, his hatred palpable. "Get away from me!" Just as suddenly the creature vanishes as Puck enters the cell. The elf is horrified by the extent of Guts' injuries. "Don't worry," he says, holding up a set of keys. "I took care of the guards outside." He explains that elves have a strong sense of responsibility. He moves closer to touch Guts, intending to use his healing powers. "Don't touch me!" Guts roars. "Don't even think about it." "You're imprisoned and beaten, and you're still acting like this," Puck replies, exasperated. "Calm down and let me help you." He sprinkles a powder from his wings onto Guts' wounds, explaining that elves can heal injuries and sense emotions to bring people happiness. He asks for Guts' name, which he gives. Puck then asks what brought him to the town, but quickly adds that he doesn't have to answer. His attention is then drawn to a strange brand on the back of Guts' neck. As he asks about it, Guts suddenly stands, knocking Puck to the floor. "It's the brand," he says. Puck, undeterred, bombards him with questions. What does it mean? How did you get it? Who did it to you? "You talk too much," Guts cuts him off. "You'll find out soon enough. He's coming to kill me, and to burn this town to the ground." The pieces click into place for Puck. He realizes Guts intentionally planned to involve the entire town in his fight. "I don't care," Guts says flatly. "All that matters is finding that bastard and killing him. Nothing else. Anyone who dies in the crossfire is just an insect who wasn't strong enough to survive. If you can't live life the way you want, you might as well be dead." Puck is overwhelmed by the raw emotion radiating from Guts. It's not just anger, but a storm of rage, sorrow and fear, with something even more dangerous lurking beneath. "If that's how you feel," Puck asks, his voice trembling, "why did you save me?" Guts laughs a cold, mocking laugh. "You idiot! What do you think you are? Why would anyone risk their life for an insect like you?" The words hit Puck like a physical blow. Heartbroken, he flies away but leaves the keys behind. As soon as he's gone, Guts' wounds reopen. Puck's healing was only a temporary balm, a way to stop the bleeding. A sharp pain shoots through Guts' neck. The brand is bleeding. "I've been waiting for you," he whispers. Outside, the town is engulfed in flames. Puck watches from above as the lord of the castle and his army lay waste to everything. The lord, in the midst of the chaos, drinks the blood of a child and orders his men to burn and slaughter everything in their path. Suddenly, Guts emerges from a pile of corpses. He fires a volley of crossbow bolts. felling a knight and his horse with a single swing of his massive sword. The Lord spots him. "The Black Swordsman," he sneers. "I don't know what your goal is, but for a mere mortal like you to think you can face us, it's the height of foolishness." Guts has no time for words and unleashes another barrage of bolts. The Lord charges, but is thrown from his horse. Riddled with arrows, Guts fires one last shot that sends him flying backward. But the battle has just begun. A monstrous tail erupts from a nearby building, swatting Guts through the air. The Lord transforms into his true demonic apostle form. "A pathetic human like you could never kill me," he bellows, "no matter how many arrows you shoot." The townspeople flee in terror at the sight of the monstrous being. The king continues his assault, and Guts coughs up blood from the force of the blows. The apostle gloats, "Weak, pathetic humans. You're nothing but food, nothing more than our meals." Guts has heard enough. Before the apostle can finish, he raises his prosthetic arm, revealing the hidden cannon, and blows off half the creature's head. He scrambles for his sword and ends the fight with a single, mighty cleave that splits the apostle in two. Guts collapses and Puck rushes to his side, worried, but he rises again. Incredibly, the apostle is still alive, though dying. Guts approaches, planting his foot on its head. "Don't die yet. Stay with me," he says, firing arrows into its skull. "Didn't you say it doesn't matter how many arrows I use? It must be tough, being immortal and unkillable." He continues, his voice laced with venom. "Like you said, humans are weak. We die so easily, but no matter how weak we are, no matter how easily we're torn apart, we still want to live. Let me give you a little taste of what it's like to be human." As it dies, the apostle asks Guts, "What are you?" It then notices the brand on his neck, the brand of sacrifice. Guts ignores him, his focus elsewhere. "The God Hand," he demands. "Where are the 5 God Hand?" "I don't know. I don't know where they are," the apostle rasps. "Apostles like me are not privy to such knowledge." Guts turns his back on the dying creature. "Take your time. Enjoy the feeling of your body slowly burning to ash." As the apostle screams for help, Guts walks away. Emerging from the flames, he sees only one word: Berserk. And so, the Black Swordsman's journey continues. What we've just seen is only the beginning, a glimpse into the rage, the pain, and the sheer, unyielding will that drives him forward. The brand on his neck is a constant reminder of a past we have yet to see, and his hunt for the 5 God Hand has only just begun. If you were captivated by this dark tale and want to uncover the secrets of Guts' past, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next chapter, where we delve into the tragic events that forge the Black Swordsman.